Hello and good day everyone, my name is Emperor and today I will be answering one simple question. What branch of the US military is Soldier a part of? Let's start off with the name of his class, Soldier. If you're in the Navy, you're a seaman. If you're in the Chair Force, you're a chairman. If you're in the Marine Corps, you're a Marine. If you're in the Army, you're a soldier. Simple, right? There's our answer. Maybe for you guys, but for me, I'd like to have more evidence. So let's keep digging. But before we do, let's give 1 point to the Army. Sometimes, when you jeer, Soldier will say this.
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
Which is a very militaristic thing to say, don't you think? So looking up the origins of this quote, we come across its creator, former US Senator Daniel J. Evans. Very handsome devil, isn't he? He's also written a book and appeared on the front cover of Time magazine. Taking a look at his wiki page, he is a veteran of World War II, but for what branch? None other than the US Navy. Now, just so we're all clear, the US Marine Corps is technically a part of the Navy, but at the same time it's not. But it is. Not. Sometimes, upon completing an MVM mission, Soldier will say this.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Which is the Rifleman's Creed of the US Marine Corps. But this line is most likely a reference to Stanley Kubrick's 1987 film Full Metal Jacket, where we see privates reciting the Rifleman's Creed. This doesn't change anything, it's still a point for the Marines. Sometimes while cheering, Soldier will say this.
Hoo-ah!
Though it's difficult to hear, the soldier is saying, hoo-ah, which is a battle cry of the US Army, but could very easily be mistaken for the US Marine Corps' war cry, oorah. While cheering, Soldier also sometimes screams this.
Booyah!
When I Google searched booyah, I got a Midwestern stew, which is where Soldier is from.
Back to the show where things are going crazy, right, John?
We're out of control.
We're out of control, and why are we out of control, John?
Because we're enjoying.
Booyah!
It's a stew.
Yeah. You know, you didn't say it properly. You got to say it like this.
Booyah! Booyah!
Yeah, it's a stew.
What is it?
It's a stew.
Yeah, what is it?
Booyah!
Another voice line that Soldier has is this one.
Screaming Eagles!
Which is the nickname given to the 101st Airborne Division of the US Army, which is yet another point to the US Army. But all these voice lines mean squat when it comes to the word of valve. So, let's see what they say. Though he wanted desperately to fight in World War II, the soldier was rejected from every branch of the US military. Huh. Undaunted, he bought his own ticket to Europe. After arriving and finally locating Poland, the soldier taught himself how to load and fire a variety of weapons before embarking on a Nazi killing spree, for which he was awarded several medals that he designed and made himself. His rampage ended immediately upon hearing about the end of the war in 1949. Four years after World War II ended. Jesus Christ. So there you have it, folks. Soldier is not a part of any US military branch. But do we know why? Obviously, it's because the soldier is quite clearly insane. After all, this is the man that points a rocket launcher directly at his feet to launch himself through the air. But now, let us ask ourselves, what branch does the soldier belong in? The numbers point to the Army, but I think he belongs in the Marines, due to his haircut resembling that of the Marines, and the fact that Soldier looks like Gunnery Sergeant Hartman from Full Metal Jacket. But due to Soldier's insanities, he would be, quite ironically, a Section 8.
Are you all trying for a Section 8?
My opinions aside, it's quite clear what branch of the military Soldier would want to be a part of. Soldier bought his own ticket to Europe to fight Nazis in Poland, and even though he ended up killing innocent Polish civilians for God knows how many years, the European theater of war was mostly fought by American soldiers from the Army. It's a common misconception that there were no Marines in the European theater of war. There was, in fact, Marines in Europe during World War II, just not to the same extent as the Pacific theater of war. There were more angry aquatic riflemen fighting the Japanese in the Pacific theater than there were angry aquatic riflemen fighting the Krauts in Europe. All these facts aside, due to Soldier's class name, and due to the fact he wanted to fight in the European theater of war, it's most likely that Soldier wanted to be a part of the US Army. But as Soldier appears in game, Valve intended for him to be all things military, as my research has shown. A psychotic ball of military culture, consisting of mostly Marine and Army references. Valve made each merc a parody of something in human society, Soldier reflecting the zealous nature of America's patriotism and warmongering, the same way Scout reflects the annoyance of youths and their blissful ignorance to the world around them, the same way Demoman is a mockery of cultural diversity. Being black, Scottish, a Cyclops, and an alcoholic due to his missing eye, and who just so happens to be friends with a talking sword. How much more diverse can you get? If you liked my video, give it a like and a share, maybe consider subscribing, and tell me what you think, what branch of the military Soldier belongs in. And until next time, my friends, I hope you enjoy.